This is the second in a series of 4 videos showing the 4 kinds of sentences that you can use when you write your essay on IELTS or for any other purpose, any other written text. Let's get started. I'm going to show you, I'm going to share this screen with you. We said that the first video was about simple sentences. Yeah. So in our simple sentences, we can say that, of course, if it is simple, then it will not give you much score in IELTS, and so that would be that problem with that kind of sentences. So in our first video about sentences to get a higher score in the IELTS test, we talked about simple sentences. We said that a simple sentence contains, remember, contains a subject and a predicate, and it is also a complete idea. It stands by itself. So in very, very simple terms, a sentence like, for example, the boys, subject, went to the park. That's a complete idea. It's a complete sentence, and that is a simple sentence. Subject, predicate. So a simple sentence expresses this complete thought. Yeah. We need to go now with our second kind of sentence in English, and this is what we call compound sentences. Compound sentences, as I wrote here, this is the guide that you can access to. You have access to this guide on the description that I'm going to include at the end of this video. So just click on that. You will be able to probably download. Hopefully I can do it, but I'm going to give you this guide with this explanation, the whole description, and then I will include some exercises for you to develop it and practice. All right. So we know that an independent clause contains the subject and the predicate and also expresses a complete thought. That is explained in our previous videos. IELTS writing task 2. Yeah. So those independent clauses can be joined by a coordinating conjunction. But what is a conjunction? And here is a list of conjunctions that you can use: for, and, nor, but, or, yet. That is what we usually, this device that we usually call FANBOY. This is just for you to remember which coordinating conjunction is suitable. F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O for or, and finally Y for yet. Okay, so I'm going to show you some examples here. But first, remember that this set of videos to learn the 4 types of sentences in English are IELTS oriented. That means that the vocabulary I use here is suitable, quite suitable for essays most of the time. I just want to make this clear because you don't want to go around using this formal language. Example, with letter F, word for. Only when for means the exact same as because. Not when you use it with the idea of purpose. I use it for that. Now that's not this kind of conjunction, right? When for means the exact same thing as because. I'll read the whole sentence first, the complete sentence, then I will divide it into the 2 sentences and I will mention the conjunction. Okay, so I'll use the same order of FANBOY to organize the concept of that device there in your brain. Example number 1, with the word for letter F. The country's economic growth has shown a significant increase. That is one idea, a complete thought, and it is divided by, it is separated by a comma. Then you have another complete idea, thought. It has been supported by privates. That is again 4, and that is the first of fanboy. Let's go now with the second word, with the word and, letter A. The natural environment includes all living and non-living things. That's again an independent clause, and it opposes the idea of built environment. That is another independent clause. We put these two clauses together, and this clause is, these two clauses are put together by and, the word and, conjunction. Let's go to example number 3. The insurance company never wrote the letter, nor did it call them back. Probably this is going to be quite confusing. I will see if I use this structure in the rest of the exercises, but for now this is good for our purpose, and we have a complete thought here. The insurance company never wrote the letter, and again that is an independent clause, and then we add a comma with the word nor, and then we have another independent clause. Example 4 with the word but, letter B. They bought a new house in the city center, but they haven't painted it yet. Well, probably this is not quite an IELTS sentence, but it's not a bad one. Sorry about that. They've bought a house in the city center. Here we are here. That's a complete thought again. They bought a house in the city center. And then another complete thought. They haven't painted it yet. Yeah, that's a complete thought, even though there's an it there that can be probably replaced and separated by the word but, after a comma, of course. Two independent clauses put together, right, to make only one longer sentence, which is rewarded and appreciated always in IELTS, in the IELTS test. Let's go to example number 5 with the word or, letter O. The government, again, the government asked them to be part of this community agreement. That is one complete thought. Or they might get another lockdown soon. This is very pandemic vocabulary. It's quite usual these days. Separated by two ideas, separated by a comma, and put together by or, to make it longer, more elaborate. Example number 6 with the word yet, letter Y. The country's population has been growing significantly this last decade. That is one complete idea. Yet it has shown an increase in the number of primary and secondary students.